Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we look at Piers Karen and Susanna Karen's interview with Dizzee Rascal, who schooled Piers on his race baiting. Dizzee perfectly slammed Piers for his hoodwinking him, trying to get him to give his opinion on the White Lives Matter banner, and utmost respect to Dizzee, he was having none of it. Well done, mate. Obviously the media doesn't highlight this in the papers. They actually twist it to say Dizzee swore and he's the naughty one. Check this video out.
And Dizzee joins us now. Good morning to you, Dizzee.
Saturday.
Well, I tell you, there's a lot happening.
Yeah.
But nothing's really happened until you've arrived on the screen. So let's make things happen. Look, I'm obviously a massive fan. I can't wait to come and be in my little drive-in and watch you do your thing. How do you feel as a performer, Dizzee, about this way of doing shows?
I think it's good. Most people listen to music in their cars anyway. Like, you drive around, you listen to it, so to come there, you can still get out of your car as well. So basically, you've got your own square, your own little parameter or whatever, so you and your people then can jump out there. You see it there?
That looks absolutely insane, Dizzee, but I've got to admit, at least it means we've got concerts, doesn't it?
It's going to be a vibe, man. It's going to be a proper concert anyway, so you're going to have the big stage, the big screen, just like we would do. I'm going to be putting 110% in my performance.
And where are they taking place?
Oh, it's all over the country. So I know there's London, Scotland, of course Edinburgh, Newcastle, Manchester, Liverpool, Cheltenham, Leeds, Bristol, Birmingham, a bunch.
See, I think this is the right way, isn't it, to react to this? We are in this extraordinary situation. And we just had a big debate about theatres and how difficult it is for them. But I like the ambition behind this, Dizzee, of actually saying, well, look, we are where we are. We've got to try and make things work. Let's do this.
You can listen to music anywhere and you can have a party anywhere, man. Like, come on. So it's good. I'm glad to just be out there again. I've got a new album coming as well, so I'm going to be doing some of that. We've got like 10 songs on the albums, a bunch of people on it. It's coming out around September. So I'm going to be trying some of that out on there, and then all the classics as well. So it's live.
Dizzee, where would you normally be over the summer? Because presumably your plans, I know that you perform in Ibiza, your plans have probably been pretty restricted, haven't they?
I've just been working on this album, so I've been up here, like, I'm in the studio. It's been amazing. I haven't really let it get to me too tough. It's like, it's a shame that I ain't been able to get out and do all the festival runs or a bunch of shows. I kind of do shows around the world. But at the end of the day, people's health is more important. So we know why they're not on. So, I mean, it doesn't matter. I can still make music.
Dizzee, let me ask you about the Black Lives Matter movement.
And this is where the interview becomes absolutely racist, in my opinion. But let me know what you think, everyone. We
saw last night at the football match, we saw a big banner from a plane saying White Lives Matter, and it caused a lot of offence, and there's a lot of other people this morning saying, well, why is that offensive? Try and articulate to people what Black Lives Matter actually means.
What makes you think I know?
I don't know, because you're a black man.
Am I the black spokesperson?
No, I'm just curious if you have a view.
First off, look at Piers' expression there. That tells me his inside thoughts are thinking, crap, that's not what I wanted to hear. Am I wrong? Secondly, how is that not a racist comment? You should agree with me because you're black. Sorry, racism. That's true racism in my opinion.
Do you not have a view?
Do I have a view? I've got a bunch of views, but it's early, if I'm honest.
Well, give me some of your views. Come on, your view matters.
I know it does, but today we're talking about the driving, and I hope this ain't a missed opportunity to speak up on a lot of the just badness that's been happening. But it's really nice and sunny outside today, and I can't really be bothered to be onto all of this morning. I brought my afro out, so I know I'm looking all a bit natural and that.
Now, it's obvious at this point Dizzee's onto Piers, isn't he? He knows exactly what he's doing. He's trying to bait him into getting involved in today's drama, and he's having none of it. Good on him. Dizzee obviously doesn't want to be Piers Karen Morgan's political pawn. You want to be careful, Piers. You won't have anyone left to come on your show.
So I don't know. Maybe that's why you're asking the question. But today,
Come on, Dizzee. That's not why I'm asking you the question. You're a high profile black man in this country, and it's a huge issue and has been a huge news story for 4 weeks.
You know what? I watched you on telly on. You never let no one speak. Look, I'm not the one. You're not gonna do this to me, mate.
Percy's squirming. Susanna's loving it. Maybe this is what she's wanted to say to him for a long, long time.
Not this morning. So let's keep it calm. I'm just saying, yeah. I've got a bunch of views, but right now, it's not the time.
Okay, well, I respect that. You don't have to talk about it, obviously. I just wanted to give you the opportunity if you wanted to.
I can personally take any opportunity I want when I want.
Yeah, of course.
Because of social media. But right now, it's real early. And it's just going to cause a bunch of whatever unnecessary. And we're just here to talk about this beautiful thing where everyone can come together in their cars and rave together regardless of their colour, creed, size, or whatever's different about them.
Fair enough. I think that's completely fair enough. I think you're perfectly entitled to say that. And I don't want to force you to obviously say anything if you're concerned about doing it this early in the morning.
You can't force me.
No, you're right. I can't force you, Dizzee, but I can guarantee he wants to.
I've got no intention of forcing you.
I don't...
You reacted very aggressively to a very polite question. I'm just asking you what you think.
I asked you a polite question and you answered very aggressively. What's that supposed to mean, Piers? Go on, answer that one. I'll let Dizzee do it instead.
This is what happens as well. I've become the aggressive black man. Hey, leave me alone.
You have not become the aggressive black man.
Oh, dear.
Why? I told you. I just wanted to be nice. Look how he's behaving.
Nailed it.
This morning.
Come on. Dizzee, come on. That's ridiculous. You know that's ridiculous.
You know what? You know you need on here? A Carler. Big up a Carler. You'll get a...
Yes, we've spoken to a Carler.
You know
on
what?
the
We've
programme.
had a Carler on the show. He's fantastic. I think he's brilliant. I think you're brilliant. So let's not fall out.
No, we're not going to fall out, but that's the spokesman for something sensible. I'm not going to say anything just that. I'm going to just piss off both sides.
And that comment right there is what the media have used to shift the blame.
So let's just leave it.
When you mentioned it was early in the morning, that's one of the things we can't say. So we'll just say apologies for that particular word.
Okay, naughty word is it, Susanna? What about saying to a black man that he should agree with you because he's black? Is that allowed?
But
Which one?
Dizzee, let me ask you a question.
Dizzee.
Let me ask you a question. I hope it
wish
doesn't cause...
we were in Ibiza.
I hope
That's
my
all
next
I can
question
say.
doesn't cause you even more offence. But let me ask you this: you were born Dylan Mills. How did you get the name Dizzee Rascal? I really want to know.
I originally called myself Dizzee, and I can't remember why. And then I was in school. I acted up a little bit when I was younger. And when I went into class one day, and the teacher said, "You're such a rascal," and I like the name. So then I tried to change my name to Rascal, but people were still calling me Dizzee, so I just put the two together.
Who still calls you Dylan Mills? Anybody?
Look at Dizzy's face on that one. This is what the media do to all sorts of people, isn't it? If you've got a different name, they love to inform you that they know your real name. They do it every single time. It's so belittling.
Whoever wants to. Some people make a point of calling me Dylan Mills. To let me know that they know my name's Dylan Mills.
Nailed it again.
But your family call you Dylan or Dizzee?
Call me whatever they want. As long as you're looking at me, I pretty much know you're talking to me anyway. So it don't matter.
Do you know what? This has been actually, oddly, one of my favourite interviews for quite a long time.
Now imagine if any of us said any of that to a black person. Imagine what had happened. Yeah, thought so. Now the article out today is in the Mail, and this is where I show you it's twisted it so it was Dizzee that was wrong, nothing whatsoever to do with Piers. Now it's titled "Dizzee Rascal snaps at Piers Morgan for asking about BLM, with Susanna Reid forced to apologise when he swears live on air in awkward chat." Look, swears in uppercase. You see how it's BLM, swears. They're the two highlighting factors in all of this. On top of that, have you noticed how it said awkward? I wouldn't actually class that as awkward. awkward. Let me say this, Piers. If White Lives Matter is racist, as you are desperate to insinuate and get other people to back you on it, so are BLM by definition. And you, do you want to know why I think you're racist, Piers? You suggested Dizzee has your opinion because he's black. That is racist. In my opinion, that is truly offensive, not a bloody banner. The whole phrase reminds me of Joe Biden announcing, you know, if you don't know who you were voting for, you ain't black. Exactly the same process. Now, what's my opinion on this? Morgan, Reed and the lamestream are playing white and BAME against each other purposefully. Poor versus poor while they profit. We need to talk, and to do that, we need to stop looking for race in everything and weaponising the slur. It stopped all discussion, everyone, and this is the result. To all BAME, workers and the poor, white people are not your enemy. The media are both of our enemies. In my opinion, we should all defund the BBC, stop watching mainstream media, switch to independence while we still can. Hurt them in the pocket and maybe they'll start being a little less baity, eh? But anyway, I'd like to know what your opinion on this is. Do you think Dizzee did well? I mean, he wasn't even brought onto the show to talk about this. He was hoodwinked. Effectively, they jumped him with racial comments that he had no intention of doing when he went on. It was all about driving gigs that he'd set up so that we can still go to clubs and still see good gigs and stuff, which is bloody ridiculous. But if that's what we've got to do to go to a concert, I suppose we have to take it on the chin a little bit, don't we? Hopefully it won't last for long, but it is a good idea. So you can understand why he was annoyed when within a very short period of time he's already asking him about racial questions. And he said the swearing was he didn't want to say anything because then he'd piss both sides off, which tells me Dizzee sees himself as a centrist, not extreme. I think that is something that we need to applaud to the highest. Individual thought, and the only group he actually saw was everybody. You notice how he said that he should be able to, it doesn't matter what race, creed, colour, religion, you can all come and party at his concert. Exactly not what Piers Morgan wanted him to say. He wanted him to get on the bandwagon like he has, didn't he? But anyway, thanks everyone that stopped by. I appreciate it. Say hello in the comments. Hit the like, comment, subscribe, bell icon, share it out everyone. Stay safe and I'll see you on the next one.